Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the LoFi podcast. I'm your host, Frank, and you're listening to the best podcast on the internet because it's got Caleb.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
And it's got Rick. Hey, straight from Sparta. No, that's not Sparta.
No.
That's from Rome.
Yes, sir.
That's a Roman. Is that literally a shot from Gladiator?
I believe this is Rome, the TV show.
Okay. Oh, the TV
Rome
show. I never saw that. Should I?
Dude, it is so. Yes, dude, you should have. It was so good. It was so good, especially for its time, dude. Holy hell!
Was it one of those things where it was like ahead of its time a little bit?
Wait, yes, way ahead of its time. I feel, in my opinion. I need to rewatch. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Next project, I'm gonna rewatch Rome.
Okay,
that shit was good.
I'll add that to my list because I probably need to subscribe to HBO Max for that.
Probably, yeah.
Did you all do that? I know we talked about it for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever touched on whether we did or not.
Yeah.
I did for like a month.
How did you like it?
I can't turn my fucking.
It's very. I feel like I think it's for people like us. It's kind of niche because like there's things that I get excited about, right? So all the HBO shows we know that they're all quality, so that's why we would have it, right?
Yeah.
Or like all the Studio Ghibli stuff. All that's cool because they have all their films, or like pretty much all of them. I think they have all of them.
Okay.
For me, they had a bunch of like classic films or like Criterion films, and that like made me super excited. Right, they had a lot of Godzilla films and stuff, so that was super cool. They had Looney Tunes, which is cool, and they have a new Looney Tunes which I refuse to watch because they're dumb. They're dumb things they decided not to do.
Because they remade those like in 2012. Did they do those again?
No, it's a new show just for HBO Max.
Oh wow, okay. I don't think.
Yeah, and that's the one we were talking about where it's like Elmer doesn't use a gun; he uses a scythe instead, or whatever. And then the other sections are kind of weak. Like the DC section is kind of weak because they don't have all the films, and then they're losing films in the next month, so it's like really weird. Yeah. But other than that, like for people like us, we know what we're getting into. I feel like the majority of people really wouldn't care or subscribe $15 for it, but I would do it if I wasn't subscribed to other things.
Okay. I'll probably check it out one of these days, though.
Is it $15?
Yeah.
But you're getting more than just HBO, though. I mean, getting Warner stuff and was it CBS stuff?
Some anime as well.
You getting anime stuff?
But small. It's a small amount. It's not a lot.
I want stuff.
What more are they offering that I'm not already getting?
I mean, it's cool for people who are already subscribed to HBO, right? If you're already subscribed to HBO, then it's cool because it's just added more stuff. But if you weren't, then it's like,
I guess, but
yeah,
no, not for me, man. Pass.
Yeah, I don't see it lasting much longer. To be well, I mean, it's HBO, so it'll probably last.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna do it for a while, no?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's HBO got going on right now? That's good.
Damn,
Westworld.
Fuck, man, I still need to catch up on it. Son of a bitch! Every time.
This constant reminder.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. Meanwhile, Rick's probably watching Watchmen again. Is that what's happening over there, bro?
No, man.
You're just cause
it was fitting for that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you were rewatching it. You got me all excited.
I didn't even tell you. I was like, dude, what do you mean? We fucking talked about it. Like, I've seen it. Like I told you. We had a whole thing about it.
I know. Well, I don't think we ever did spoiler talk about it, but
No, we didn't. No, we didn't do spoiler talk. But I mean, I was talking about how Looking Glass was just amazing, man. As a character,
yeah, he was awesome.
I love Looking Glass.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb. I think I'm ready for whatever headlines you got going.
Headlines! Oh my gosh, headlines!
Headlines! I want arrows shooting from the back here.
Oh God! If you, you know what?
Yeah, during that post.
If you say that line right now, I'll do it in post.
Yeah. Okay. He's got to do the. He's got to do the headlines.
Oh, I got to do headlines.
Yeah, you got to do the headlines.
Okay. I'm ready for Caleb's headlines.
Headlines!
Oh, I'll throw something in there.
Yeah, man, throw something in there. Fucking fire, catapults, boom.
Caleb, what's going on in the movie world, man? Anything still happening?
Anything still happening? Well, movie's still not coming out, except Tenet is going to have a different sort of release. It's going to release in 70 countries first before it releases here in the end of August, I believe. Yeah, so it's going to release in other countries before it releases here. So it's going to be weird and different.
That is weird.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's going to be the first big tentpole release, right? Is that the only thing coming out in August?
New Mutants is still slated for the end of August. As far as other movies, I don't know if they're moving.
Do you think
I know
they're going to
Mulan
salvage that?
I don't know. You would think so, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. You take a movie that was practically done, and then you have to take over it, and then kind of do some small reshoots is the best you can do, and then maybe with the power of editing, I feel like it's still going to be crap, dude.
A lot of people are kind of theorizing that it's going to go straight to Disney Plus. So we'll see.
Okay, see, I might watch it if it goes straight to Disney Plus because I have that already. So
yeah, and they already know. We already know that
way.
Yeah, because they put X-Men Days of Future Past, and they made a big deal. That's like it's uncut. Like they didn't cut anything. It's like you still see Hugh Jackman's butt or whatever. And it's like okay, cool. Yeah, they made a big deal out of it. So I think if they put it on Disney Plus, like it won't be like toned down or anything if they wanted to, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I speaking of X-Men, I still haven't seen was it Dark Phoenix? Is that what they ended up calling it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or was it just Phoenix? They were playing it in the break room at work, and I was just reminded of like why I probably don't want to watch that fucking movie.
But doesn't your brother love that movie?
I think he does. He loved it as much as he did Hellboy, I think.
No, I'm saying your other brother, remember?
Yeah, not me, man.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. I shat on that movie.
Charlie?
I shat on that movie hard, bro. So that's not me. He's talking about fucking what was it, David?
Charlie? Probably.
I think so. Because it's the brother that always loves like bad movies
stuff.
and hates good movies.
Then
yes.
it's Charlie. Yeah,
yes,
then it's Charlie.
Yeah. That's the one. Sir. That's the one.
Hey man, that other Hellboy, I still say wasn't as bad as everyone made it out to be. It had some moments, I feel.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but
agree to disagree.
That's fine.
As far as other movie stuff, there's not really much else. Everything's just coming out when it does. Bill and Ted's going straight to VOD. That's the other thing that's big.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's what did they say? What services or? I
mean, it'll be everywhere that's available to buy rental. It'll probably be $20.
Cool.
So
okay.
That's really all movie stuff.
Are y'all gonna rent that for $20?
I probably will. Yeah.
Rent it for $20. I might.
Well, it's VOD, right? It's not like it's not like it's hitting like a Netflix or something. So what? I could see it going on Amazon probably or something, right? Are you gonna get it on Vudu, Caleb?
No, it'll probably be on everywhere. Like it's like whenever they do VOD, it's on Apple, it's on Amazon, it's on Fandango.
Look, man,
it's all
I'm gonna watch that movie. I'm not gonna say how, but I'm gonna watch that movie.
Okay.
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 So put it wherever you want.
Nice. Okay. All right. Are you hyped for that movie though? I feel like
I mean, just more of like the nostalgia hype. Not really like I think it's gonna be a great movie. Like I don't think it's gonna be oh man, this Bill and Ted was just fucking great, and it was amazing. Like no, I'm going in there expecting to see stupid ass fucking humor, stupid shit, and some throwbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna probably do a rewatch of the old ones just in case they do any kind of nods to that stuff.
That should be. And if they don't, then that's when the movie sucked.
Yeah. Noted.
When it doesn't feel good after watching the first two, then the movie sucked. So.
What else you got for us, Caleb?
As far as movie stuff, that's it. And if we talk about the big thing, which was last week, Xbox did their big game showcase, showing all gameplay.
Series X showcase, showing off all the new Xbox games. So, Caleb, I want to ask you a question. How did you feel about this showcase?
I was disappointed because they said it would be gameplay, and there wasn't a lot of gameplay. There was some, but definitely not like in the PS4 one.
Some gameplay in there.
But we didn't get any.
The Halo one had gameplay.
The Halo one did.
A lot of gameplay.
But as far as all the other
gameplay.
But like 4 minutes of that was just railroad gameplay.
Yeah.
It's just you sitting down on the rails of the camera.
Well, yeah.
But the rest of that was great.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I guess so I'll make an argument for why I think it was good. But you want to talk about the games first?
Yeah. So you have Halo Infinite. That's the big one. That's the first one. I don't even start with that.
It opens up with Halo, big 8-minute gameplay demo, kind of showing off I want to say new stuff because there's a moment in there where it kind of looks like it's open world now. Like you kind of zooms out to a map, lets you pick a location. So that was kind of potentially interesting, kind of like a little open world sandbox almost, riding around in the Warthog. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me of like I think it was ODST a little bit. I think that's the one where you kind of like went to a location.
Yeah, when you're in like
all
the city.
Memories of whatever.
Yeah, that one felt a little more open-ended rather than being this kind of follow down, this path, follow this person, you know what I mean? So I thought that was interesting. What do y'all think about that grapple hook?
Dude, that came out of nowhere for me. I was like, the fuck? He's just grappling?
What is
like,
this?
What?
Yeah.
Like, when? Did I miss a Halo where they introduced it? Or
No, this is a new mechanic.
I think it was like leaked. Some people knew about it beforehand. So I think it had been leaked prior. That he was going to have a grapple gun or something.
What is it like? Just Cause that has the whole grapple thing.
Yeah, it was Just
I
Cause.
mean, it's interesting to see what it is he can grapple to, right? Because if it's terrain, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
If you're just going to be, I could see people trying to break the game like that, right?
Yeah, because it was interesting that it didn't have specific like, oh hey, attached to this point, press whatever to attach. Like it just looked open ended. So that looked interesting because that can be real sandboxy, like Halo 1 style sandbox of just like let's just play with the physics of this game and go nuts with it.
Oh man, have they said if they're probably not right, but if they're gonna have the whole Forge mode stuff in there?
They haven't confirmed, but it's an interesting. I wonder if they would put something like that. I mean, it is a new system, so I don't know if that's going to be.
And if it's going to be sandboxy, I mean, that would kind of be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I bet maybe they try to put it in there because if that's like a staple in the series right now, they have campaign, multiplayer, and then they always have like Forge after that. So I would imagine they would maybe have to add that in there for sure. But yeah, I was impressed with the way that game looked, man. That stream looked really, really good. Like solid, like it looked like it was a solid 60. I don't know. It ran really, really smooth. So I really enjoyed that demo. It looked like Halo. It looks like it plays like Halo. So
Yeah, dude. I mean, it did feel like definitely, especially when you first get off into that area where it's all grassy and you see the Halo ring and everything. Did feel like old school Halo 1 when you would first get off that aircraft and stuff, and you would land in that grassy area.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of that. It felt very old school Halo, but with the good new spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Definitely more
think it's gonna.
interesting than the other ones that have been coming out.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be like The Force Awakens, where the story is going to be a lot of the same beats, but it's just different.
So,
okay,
I hope Halo gets a fucking good story, because I feel like Halo's thing I never really played Halo to find out what the fuck was happening with the story. I played Halo to fucking just play Halo and have fun in multiplayer,
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where the game was at. It was like we had this cool, fun fucking game, and then we had kind of this shitty story that was attached to it, and you could play the campaign mode, and it was like, meh, but it wasn't really this big epic story that like I thought other people were really, stroking themselves to or each other with. But like, yeah, I really hope Halo gets a good fucking story. That'd be great.
I'm hoping it does.
But from this, it looked a little, but I'm not gonna. They could surprise me. Wish they had better story. I mean, what can you remember from that Halo story?
I remember. Oh,
no, go ahead. I want to hear Caleb's take on it.
Remember, this game came out when I was littler than you guys, so I just remember
That's
vaguely.
That's also
I remember the alien
boy.
The elites were attacking Earth. You had to fight the elites, and then also the flood came out, which was my favorite part of the game. Was when the flood came out.
So Halo 1.
Halo 1, Halo 2. I think it's the same thing. Well, in Halo 2, you team up with the main elite guy.
Yeah.
So that was fun too. And then
the Arbiter was his name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then
go ahead, Caleb.
And then I remember there was a big squid monster who was talking to Master Chief and that guy for some reason.
Yeah.
And then Halo 3. Man, what happened in Halo 3? I don't know. I just know that's the one where Cortana. Spoilers.
The rampancy, right? It started in Halo 3. I think I played through 4, but
there is no Halo 4. Oh yeah, there is. I lied. No, that's the one where Cortana. Spoilers.
God damn it. All right, so this is probably going to get into what we've been playing, but I'll elaborate on it later. But I've been playing Halo 5, and to start Halo 5, I watched this primer about the lore of Halo.
Oh, okay.
And you think you know what's happening in Halo,
right? And that's the thing, is because most of that story was hidden behind the archives and the computers and everything that was hidden around the world. The shit you didn't really give a shit about because you were out there just killing stuff and riding warthogs and flying around.
Yeah. And
so you had it deep in there, and this is why I feel like the flood is the only thing that was memorable and that was good about that story. After that, who gives a shit?
Yeah. It is a very, very long, convoluted. There is so much stuff that happens before even Halo Combat Evolved. Literally, the video I was watching was 15 minutes in before it gets to what happens in Halo 1. Talking about these ancient races, the precursors who essentially had control over some part of the galaxy, and these two other races. Yeah, basically, they were upset at the precursors. This is gonna sound so stupid. I'm trying to dumb it down and make it fast. These two other races were like, "Hey, you shouldn't have a seat at the table and decide who gets to take up the mantle of bringing the other races into kind of like Mass Effect, you know how there's a table of all these races or whatever. It was kind of that, but it's a whole bunch of layer of bullshit on top of it.
Did he source where he's getting this from? Is this from like novels? Is this expanded universe shit, or
yeah,
is
no,
this
this is
canon,
all.
is this canon in game? Like if I were to go and play Halo 1, I can read about all of this by playing that game.
I don't think you're gonna get all that info from Halo 1. I think you're gonna have to go to like the books and the everything.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of expanded shit then, right?
Yeah.
So then is it canon?
Yes, it's canon.
It's all
100% canon. All of it.
Okay.
I'll send you the video later.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get that from when I play the video games. I'm like, hey, the Flood were cool zombies, squid people, and they were badass.
Yeah. You just want to shoot stuff. I'm here to shoot stuff.
Well, all I'm saying is when I think of Halo, I don't think of story.
No, yeah.
I think of fun. I think of fun.
No, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm not saying it as a bad
My
thing.
next one is good story.
Yeah.
With good gameplay. If you can merge those two, that would be hype for me.
Yeah. Agreed.
All
right. What else came out? What else came out in that show? Caleb, anything of note for you?
Well, of note for me, for sure, is Forza Motorsport. Oh my gosh. No gameplay. I'm just kidding. There's nothing. It's just another Forza. Okay, cool, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, it's just more like announcement stuff.
Another Destiny 2 expansion, Beyond Light. Oh my gosh. Don't care.
That's kind of cool because anyone who's gonna own Game Pass is gonna automatically get Destiny with, I believe, all the expansions.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah.
Which is a big deal because Rick, you played Destiny 1 and you were like, this doesn't do different enough stuff. But the game now has so much content, it has so much to do that they've come to a point where they have to vault and put away certain content and rotate it out because there's so much stuff to do. They've added so many planets, so many missions. There's like so much to do.
Competitive shit. Is it all the same like quests that are just wrapped up in other shit? Like, you got to do this quest and you got to grind it because there's a 1% chance that it's going to drop that one loot you want. So just grind your ass. Just keep grinding.
I think like MMOs and stuff, like when you do raid battles, yeah, there's a chances they're going to drop certain weapons, but you're not doing that for every single mission. You're only doing that probably for the raids. Maybe even the what do they call the strikes or the nightfalls or whatever, which is it's like a lower version of that where you're doing these like 3 to 4 player kind of missions and yeah, you're getting drops of stuff at the end, and there's chances that some of it's going to be really good loot. I mean, you don't know until you play the game, but that's what's the making it seem like an MMO is that you're doing that kind of stuff the way you do in MMOs.
Still sounds lame, bro. I don't know.
I mean, you can play all of that for free, bro.
Okay, now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
So free.
You're gonna own Game Pass, so that's gonna be on Game Pass.
Okay, technically not free then, but okay.
Oh yeah, but you know what I mean.
It's on Game Pass.
You're not paying extra to play all of
this.
Yeah,
even like that. I don't know, man. That seems like a big investment that I don't know if I want to like I said, do the whole grind out for it, especially when same thing. I mean, is Destiny's story that intriguing? I've heard that it's a little, here and there, but it's not anything that's like, oh my God, I gotta fucking get this.
I think the exact same argument you had for Halo is going to be the exact same thing you can say for Destiny, which is that you can kind of skip the lore. It's just you're having a lot of fun with the shooting, the loot, the grind, and all that. And I say grind. There's so much to do. It's like that's up to you how much you want to play and how much you want to get out of it.
Right.
You don't have to grind because there's so much story content that you could literally like level up and play the campaign and get a bunch of drops just because you're playing through the single player content or the co-op content.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Also announced at the show was this really neat little game called Avowed. Rick, you got to check that out just right before we started. What did you think about Avowed? A new game by Obsidian, who are known for doing RPGs, who are now doing something that looks like a Skyrim.
Wait. Did we watch the same fucking trailer?
You better have. What were you watching?
Well, it starts off with the arrow, and it's flying through
Yeah.
the whole country.
Arrow shoots through the
And
skies.
it falls in a cave.
We watched different trailers, boys.
What did you watch?
I'll send it to you.
What did you watch? Unavowed?
Yes.
Because Unavowed is a completely different.
What's that?
More
It's,
pixely.
Yeah,
This is why I was like, oh, is this gonna be like $15? I'd buy
no
this.
wonder. I was like, this
That's
is not a $15 game. Unavowed is, I believe this.
Frank, tell me
this
about.
guy,
Oh,
this guy really doesn't buy full price games. He wants to only pay when it's $15. It's like, geez.
My God, no wonder.
no, dude, I don't mind paying for a AAA game.
I even said, yeah, it's like Skyrim, and you said nothing when you watched that trailer.
No, because you're usually very off the point there.
Yeah,
I don't know, Frank. I don't know, Frank. It just didn't register when I was watching. I was just like, yeah, this is a game that I would be into. So that other one that I'm talking about was cool.
Unavowed is a cool looking game. I do want to play it. I even thought for the channel one day, possibly. But
yeah,
no.
that's what I was thinking.
I can't believe you watched the wrong damn trailer.
So I have no idea what you're talking about, but continue.
All right, but, I mean, whatever. That's kind of all there was to show. Just they're going to be doing a pretty cool Skyrim looking, kind of fantasy.
I like
first
Skyrim.
Person. You like Skyrim, bro? Okay, I can't confirm. Oh, good. I can't confirm this is going to take place in a very frozen place, but it is a first-person fantasy kind of. You see one hand using magic, the other one using a sword or whatever, to kind of indicate that. So,
but the other thing is that's it. That's all it shows. It's just the sword and a magic hand, and then the trailer ends. You're like, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe you watched the wrong.
So
that's hilarious.
It's going to be VR then?
I no confirmation about that. They didn't say anything about VR.
Oh.
So I don't know.
IDK.
Also announced Warhammer 40K Darktide.
Dude, yeah, okay, that one I saw multiple times.
What'd you think, man?
I am so fucking hyped. Dude, I mean, a Left 4 Dead type of game by Fat Shark, the guys who did Vermintide, bringing it to 40K universe, and then you play as guardsmen, dude. So that's just fucking awesome.
Well, my thing is they didn't say it was an FPS, right? Because all it says here is that it's just a 4-player co-op.
Yeah, no, it's most definitely going to be probably another Left 4 Dead clone, but it's made by the same dudes, and they're even, Vermintide, Darktide. And then you're going up against a bunch of nerdlings, which are basically zombies, right? So you're gonna be going up against zombies, and then probably, I can see them adding a bunch of other Xeno races in there, like maybe orcs or, gene stealers or some shit.
Yeah.
But I am really fucking hyped. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a first-person shooter.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you'll be firing bolters and plasma guns and everything.
Guns and everything, man.
Yeah. So that seemed pretty cool. No gameplay, right? Just cinematics only, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And dude, already so fucking hyped.
I think games wise, for me, those are the ones that were kind of stood out for sure. They showed a bunch of other stuff, but here's what I'm gonna say to you, Caleb, about this show being a letdown. They were definitely making a push for their Game Pass stuff with this show, and basically hinging that every single thing you saw on that show is going to be available on Game Pass day one of Xbox Series X when it launches. So that was the interesting thing, is they tried to do let's say a little presentation of like, hey, everything you saw today, all these different games, whether you enjoyed them or not, they're all going to be available for you to try out and play, via Game Pass or whatever. So I thought that was interesting, because you can't really make that claim with other consoles. Obviously, they are making a strong push to, beat those drums and make that be their thing of like, hey, we're really pushing hard on the services, and all these games, everything you saw in here is going to be available for you to play.
Yeah, and I thought that was the coolest thing about it. Like it kind of like I'm sold on it too. Like I want to get Game Pass now. Yeah, like for sure, that's the best thing about it. Yeah. And I feel like that's what Microsoft is doing, or Xbox is doing, is they're selling their Game Pass more than their console. Yeah. Because like for me, standing over here, like I see no point in spending $500 on a system or $600 on a system if it's all gonna be on Game Pass. Yeah. So like, why spend all that money if it's all going to be on PC or whatever?
Yeah. So I think they are working diligently to try to match everything on PC to console 1-to-1. But I mean, even like that, there's tons of games for you to play and try out on there. So they'll probably get there at some point, but not everything is 1-to-1. Like let's say Gears Tactics, I think that will come to console later, but right now it's like a PC only, and I'm sure there's lots of other examples for for the other way. But yeah, I think the value proposition, they've made a very strong argument for why you should have Game Pass. Essentially, it's really, really cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I get like, yeah, you should buy Game Pass, and I'm sold, but I don't see a reason to buy the Xbox Series X.
Oh,
I see no reason to buy it.
Not even for the new graphics? I mean, the new...
You can get that on PS5 plus exclusives.
Okay, so all right.
I mean, there's still going to be Xbox exclusives, like all that stuff.
But it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, no, I thought you meant like you were just you saw no reason to upgrade to the next generation.
Oh,
like,
no.
Whoa. Yeah.
No, he's going to go the PlayStation route, right?
Okay.
So some other interesting things that came, I don't know if it was during or after the event, but actually this was before the event, was Microsoft is no longer selling 12-month plans. So they still have the 3 and 6 month ones available, but it is because they're basically rolling xCloud into Game Pass Ultimate as well. And so I think they're phasing out the Xbox Live, and it's just going to be Game Pass, which will, of course...
Yeah, I was going to say, because, I mean, how many fucking services are we already paying for, man? If you're going to throw in xCloud in there, that's 3.
Yeah. So xCloud...
But, okay, yeah, if you can get rid of, Xbox Live and then just have, hey, Game Pass is basically your gold, and then adding... what were you saying this xCloud?
xCloud, the streaming stuff. So you can stream to like mobile phones, tablets, basically stream an Xbox game to a screen, and play with a controller like on an iPhone.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, and that's going to be rolled in for free. That they're not changing the price. They're not changing the price on it either. So they're rolling that stuff in there. So a lot of goodwill been given to Game Pass.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that sounds pretty cool. The last thing I have here is so you guys remember was it last week we talked about the $70 video games that might be coming?
Right.
Well, Ubisoft released a statement saying that they are going to keep for now, their games are going to remain at $60.
All right, sweet.
The wording on it though was for this year, so that could change next year, maybe.
Yeah, they're being real PC.
I think, they want to.
Fine, Ubisoft, make a decision.
What it looks like is people aren't as united as they were when they bumped from 50 to 60. So, hopefully, this means like they're like, hey, just for now, $60, and we'll see what everyone else does.
Yeah,
and go from there. I mean, it's the whole. It's like Xbox and PlayStation right now playing chicken with the prices to their consoles. Yeah, nobody wants to say what their console's going to be.
I know, right? It's so weird. Comes out in like 4 months.
Yeah, for real, man. Caleb, you got anything else for news?
For news, man, I felt like I did, but I really don't think there was.
One more thing from the event I forgot to mention. Fable. They talked about Fable.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
brand new Fable. It was just a little cinematic. It barely showed anything.
Yeah, literally showed
another Fable game.
Yeah, they're just confirming basically that they are working on another Fable game. That's it. It was just a little cinematic, 30 seconds probably. Didn't show much.
Fable hasn't been good since like Fable 1, right?
Fable 2.
I would say Fable 2.
Fable 2, you think?
Yeah, Fable 3 was the bad one. And then they came out with like 2 or 3, I don't know, was it 2 Fable named games that were just not that great?
Yeah.
That I recall.
After what's his name, it kind of took a dip. Yeah.
I think he might have still been there for the third one. I'm not sure.
Really? I thought he had left after 2 or 1 actually.
Maybe. No, I think he was there for 2 at least. I could be wrong. And that's it. That's our talk on the Xbox showcase. We're gonna move into what you've been doing.
What you been doing?
Hey! What you been doing? Yeah!
God damn it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I have to figure out something.
What you been doing, bro?
Me? I have, I never go first. Okay. You caught me off guard. Okay. Real quickly, I finished Attack on Titan Season 3. Did y'all see that? Season 3?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say the reveal, like let's say the last 2 episodes or whatever about what's happening. I did not see that coming.
Right?
Like that was kind of cool.
Right?
I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen from here on out.
And then you're gonna wait 5 years, and the next one's gonna come out. Okay?
Dude, they take so long. I hate it.
Dude, they do. Like, the only way to enjoy that fucking anime is to rewatch every fucking time. Every time a new season comes out, you have to rewatch the entire thing to get back into it, dude. Because that setting and their pacing and their tone is very specific, man. And if you have that big gap between seasons, you're just lost as shit. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
that's why
I had to do that with every season. I had to go back.
Yeah, that's why I started season 2 and then I stopped. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I think once it gets close to the end, I'll rewatch the whole thing because I've only seen season 1. So once it gets close to the end, I'll rewatch the whole thing and then yeah. But yeah, no.
I had to end up watching just a YouTube video recapping stuff. I was like, okay, and I got back into it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start season 3 now.
Your solution to everything is
just quick little recaps. I see someone tell me what happened
on YouTube.
I need a quick little refresher, and then I'll jump into it. That's it.
Go back to the source material. Enjoy it all.
I'm not gonna rewatch the entire season 1 and 2. No, that's crazy.
So when like Mandalorian season 2 comes out, you can be like, I don't know what happened. Let me YouTube video. What happened in season 1?
Hey, I mean sometimes they're at least courteous. Like sometimes they're at least courteous to like do a recap themselves. So like I bet you they'll do that for Mando season 2. I bet you.
Not even. That show's super short.
Yeah, it's real short. I mean, not really. If you think about it, not really too much happened, right? I mean, he did things, but it was a lot of like character stuff, which was great.
Yeah.
So
a lot of one-off episodes, which was cool.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I've also been watching a show called The 7 Deadly Sins.
Is it the anime one? Is that the one on Netflix?
Yes. Yeah, the one on Netflix.
Okay.
And I've been watching it because I've been playing the mobile gacha game that's related.
Okay. So how has that been?
It's fine. I like it. Dude, have you guys played mobile games nowadays like that? Like
No, dude.
It's very, very like the UI looks good. like the
You're
sound
turning in
cues.
what they
like,
want you to
they
turn
do.
in. Now you're trying to recruit us, man. No,
Nope.
no.
You
Fuck
see,
off.
if you
Stay
had
away
a
from
button,
me.
if you had a button that would just fire those nodes off every time, wouldn't you want to hit that button?
No, leave me alone.
This makes me feel good. I'm gonna keep hitting this button.
You're just a puppet for them now.
Frank, how many skins have you bought? How many skins have you bought, huh?
I've gotten plenty of characters. I've bought no skins. But maybe later I'll buy skins. I've been kind of going hard in that game where I'm it's every day you do check-ins, there's daily tasks, you're playing through the story.
Man, this is like you coming out to me that you like do heroin, dude. You're just like, look, man, it's just like every day I check in and I gotta get that fix.
I gotta get those chests. I gotta get those gems.
It's like, damn it,
I gotta
Frank.
pull those new heroes, man. I gotta get the gems to pull all the heroes.
Ugly. I don't want to see it. No.
It's a good time waster on my phone when I'm just not doing anything. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's it's good. It's good.
Time waster is a good word.
I mean, sure. Or you could be doing better things.
Yeah,
probably.
Why do you have to go low route? Why have to lowball it?
I play other mobile games. It's just I was watching the show and I was playing the game and I was like, this pretty all right. I'm like,
because it takes no skill. You can watch the show and play the game at the same time.
Have you seen that show, Caleb? Have you seen? I feel like you might like the amount of fan service in that thing.
That's what I've seen on the stills, and I'm like, maybe.
It's been a while since I've seen the like something with that much fan service though.
Man, Fairy Tale, that's a fan service show.
You know what? I when I saw this, I was like, this might be that. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah. Other than that, the only thing should I talk about what I've been playing, or we'll do that once we're all talking about playing video games?
We'll talk about that playing games.
Okay, that's all I've been watching though. That's it.
May I go next, Rick?
You may, Caleb.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, it's because this thing that I've finished has been a year in the making at least. I finally finished Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, finishing both Fullmetals.
Yeah. I'm just gonna respond.
That's it.
All right. No opinions.
So you reached the promised day.
I did.
Was your mind being blown as all that was happening?
Yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I binged those last 20 episodes. I was like, I gotta see what happens.
It's like a downhill slope there. Just like you're just going at some point.
Yeah, it was super good. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. It was so good. Brotherhood's so good. I loved it. I loved the happy ending. Not everything has to have a happy ending. Oh, spoilers. Whoa, sorry. Just realized. Spoilers. Sorry.
I mean, you didn't say what exactly, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay. I liked the ending. I really enjoyed it more than the other one where it's like, I guess they're just going to live their life now and everyone else
separately.
Yeah. Everyone else is like, well, I hope they're doing okay. We'll just move on.
There was a movie to the ending of Brotherhood, right? Did you watch that one?
Oh, how's there a movie?
There's a movie, but it's kind of like just an after thing. I mean, it doesn't really continue the main plot from the manga, from the show.
It's a non-canon movie then?
I don't know. I'd consider it like an epilogue, but like not really. I mean, it's just a different adventure that they're having. Yeah, maybe it's more like an OVA, and it's just not not super canon. Yeah, I saw it. Not the greatest thing, but I mean, I enjoyed the show more. Obviously, there was more at stake, in my opinion. Yeah. That's good, man. I'm glad you liked it.
Dude, so good. I loved all the characters. I loved the fan service in the sense of like towards the end, there's like 5 or 6 different characters fighting characters you would want them to fight. like Armstrong fighting Frank, what's his name? Both Armstrongs are fighting Sloth or was it Sloth? Yeah, they were fighting the big dude. No, not the green guy. No, the big dude that was like super strong.
Yeah, that's Sloth.
Sloth? Yeah.
Yeah.
So both the Armstrong siblings were fighting him, and that was so cool. That was so fun. And then, dude, like just all the fights. Dude, Mustang was like, oh, dude, when he was like getting his like revenge sort of, and he was like going too far with it, like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And then I liked how they, how all of the characters got to fight who they wanted to fight, I guess, towards the end. I had a question, actually. Do you think that I thought it was interesting the parallels, I guess, they're making to like Germans? Because obviously Bradley's called the Führer, right?
Yeah.
And then also when they did flashbacks to like when the Ishavan, sorry, I watched it in Japanese, so I may not say it correctly.
Ishavalens.
Ishavalens. When they did the flashback of like when Hawkeye Lieutenant Hawk is talking about it to great Fullmetal, and they show in the flashback that the thing that everything else is in like black and white, but they show like the army is they all have blue eyes, and everyone's blonde and they all have blue eyes, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if they're trying to make a reference to like kind of like the Holocaust type of thing, or like World War II. And I was like, I was wondering if they're intentionally putting those parallels.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I never read into it, but I mean, obviously, it's like what I love about Fullmetal, the settings like kind of this fake European setting, and I love like Japanese take on like fake European settings or whatever. But I bet they probably drew some inspiration from that. Maybe not directly, like like they probably did it. Maybe not with the intent of like having a message or saying something, but more just like grabbing ideas from actual history, probably. I never read into that though.
Yeah, because even they hated the Ishlavans like as a race in general, like because they're like, oh, the red-eyed people, like they just hated them because they were a different race in a sense, right? But it was I thought that was interesting. I wonder if they were trying to like say something or put something in there. I saw a lot of parallels. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funnier. I thought it was also really action. The action was so good because I felt like in the other one that I never saw the Elric brothers actually defeating anybody. I was like, I don't understand how they could defeat anybody because they're always losing. But like they're always getting beat up. And so I was like, I don't see how they win at the end. And which they really kind of don't. They kind of get lucky towards the end a lot of times. But in this show, like I believed that they could actually win, that they actually had the power and the strength in them to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I enjoyed about it too.
Would you say this show maybe like breaks your like top 5 anime of all time?
I mean, it's kind of hard. I want to say definitely in top 10 for sure. Probably top 5. I would say that. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of hard because I watched it, the other one's so fresh, so it was like I still remember everything.
Yeah.
It feels like one big long. It kind of felt like one big long show because I watched it together, sort of. But yeah, no, I guess top 5 for sure. For sure, top 10.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now, where would you put the original Fullmetal on that list?
Huh?
Where would you put the original Fullmetal on that list?
Don't answer, Caleb.
It's towards the back. It's like 20s, 30s. I haven't seen any animes, but it's definitely out of the animes I have seen. It's in the back. It's back there.
I think that puts the nail in that coffin, Frank.
Yeah, it does. Because I never said it was top 10. All I said was it's worth watching.
It's worth watching. It's top 10.
Really?
No.
That's worth watching?
That's what you made it seem like. You fought hard for it, Frank.
You fought hard for it, Frank.
All right. I'll take that.
Did not deliver. All right.
Loss.
All right.
Caleb, what else have you been watching?
I've been watching that Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix called The Last Dance.
The Last
Um,
Dance.
yeah, it basically goes through the whole like Jordan era of basketball, but also like it focuses on the last season that Jordan was at the Bulls and it was like the main team was together. And so it's really good. And it's really cool. Just seeing like the history and just like he was so driven and he was like he hated to lose. He's like that was like his biggest thing. And if anybody said something negative about him, that was like his driving force. And he was like he was truly the best too. He's just truly the best. It's cool just to see greatness where he was, and they would say like he was not a nice guy to his teammates. He's like, well, I mean, you're either nice or you're a winner. He's like, it's like that's the thing. It's really cool. I'm like on the last episode. It's really good.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So if you like sports, I really recommend watching. It's really good. Or Michael Jordan in general. So
yeah. Would you say he has a Mamba mentality?
Mamba mentality?
Yeah.
I'm unaware of the Mamba mentality.
Dude, Kobe's Mamba mentality. Never mind.
What's that? I don't know.
There's a whole book on it. I don't know. You were in sports. I wanted to get your take on it. I know Texas Massacre in our chat knows a lot about Mamba mentality. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
More about that later, I guess. What else you been watching, man?
I mean,
anything of note?
Anything of note? That's about it, man. I haven't been watching much else. Just finished Fullmetal.
Notes.
Oh.
I've been watching
Death Note.
You're done. Correct.
That's what I was gonna say. Death Note.
Yeah, I have been rewatching Death Note.
Cool.
Showing it to my daughter, and she's really enjoying it. Dude, okay, so just to give you an idea. Okay, so spoilers for Death Note, everyone out there. Okay,
spoilers for Death Note.
They're gonna come.
I can't put this in the title anymore.
Okay. So, right, up until the point where, like, I would say Death Note's pretty much cut into two seasons, even though it's like one season, right?
Yeah.
It's basically two seasons. You have the L season, and then you have the N season, right?
What's that corporation?
Yeah. So like the whole L time, like she was hooked hard, right? Like just we were powering through episodes and everything, and then it would be like next morning she would just be super eager and excited to want to continue and to keep binging, and we did. And then shortly after L's death there, and we get into to N territory, completely started to slow down to where she's like, yeah, let's just watch something else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like she wants to come back to it, but she's like, right now, like would rather watch other things. Like doesn't even really feel like continuing that too much. And I'm just like, I don't blame her too much because I sort of felt the same way, man. After L passes, it's like it takes a dip for me,
Yeah.
I would agree. I felt the exact same way. I think after L passed, I was almost no longer interested in the show anymore. Well, at least in the direction they took it afterwards, it seemed less interesting to me. Just wasn't the same after.
Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I agree. Oh, nice. I agree, but when I rewatched it this past year with Sarah, I actually enjoyed the second half more than I used to. I guess I don't know why. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the way. Huh?
I was gonna say that's what I'm hoping for. I was hoping for on my second watch that I would appreciate that second side more, and I feel like I kind of was, because when the episodes we got into, I love Light's character development.
Yeah.
And everything he goes through from the beginning to see to where he ends, like just how he got there and everything, and how you see how he justifies all his actions, and he thinks he's so right, and it's just like, damn, dude, Light's just a twisted fucking psychopath, dude.
Yeah. Insane. Yeah, I like the way I really like the ending too, actually.
Yes.
The only person who thought got kind of weird towards the end was his girlfriend. blanking on her name.
Misa.
Misa, yeah. She kind of turns a little. I don't understand her character towards the end because she starts being a little more stoic, and I don't know. It's just kind of her weird character turns a little weird for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I truly didn't like. But other than that, I enjoyed the way it ends.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting for a rewatch. I think, yeah, I would, if I was showing that somebody, I'd be like, yeah, just watch till,
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say when, but
Just watch the old okay?
just watch it all times.
You can stop, right?
You've been watching anything else, bro?
I watched The Color Out of Space. I don't know if I talked about that last time. Did I or not?
No, you didn't. Is that a documentary?
No. That is Nicolas Cage in a Lovecraft story.
What?
Yeah. So The Color Out of Space was made into a movie, and Nick Cage is plays the father on there. I knew it wasn't going to be like 1-to-1 Lovecraft, I
bet, yeah.
But yeah, he had fun with that. There's a couple of scenes where he's being Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Is overacting there, but overall I think it was all right. You didn't get like the weird. I mean, Nick Cage did all right in bringing some of that madness to the screen, but you don't really get that Lovecraft madness, Yeah. But it was all right.
Okay.
It was cool. The some of the scenes there with visually were really nice, and I like what they did with showing how the fauna and flora were really changing with the stuff. The visuals were great.
I have not seen Nick Cage do stuff in a while. What is he? Is he okay? Is he still Nick Cage, or is he like something else now?
No,
he's something else.
I would say. I mean, fuck, man, I feel like saying desperate Nick Cage sounds really bad, but I feel like it's somewhere around that area where he's just kind of out there making these movies. But I think this one, he did all right, and I think it's because he probably has interest in these things too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely making like 1 or 2 movies a year, like for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So I know the last kind of fun one he made was Mandy, but that was again that was one of those movies where it could have been hit or miss.
Yeah.
So other than that, watching wise, I've been what's that show with Christina Applegate? Dead to Me, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the previews to that.
Into the second season of that, watching that with my wife, and I feel like I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm done.
I'm good.
I'm done.
Did you enjoy the first season?
I mean, it was okay. There was a little thread pulling where it had my interest for a bit, but then after a while, it's just like, oh, are you just going to do this over and over and over again? And then you're like, it gets to the point where the writing's just like, we're just throwing stuff at you, man. How is she gonna get out? I don't know. It's just like it just felt real, like superficial. I don't know.
Dude, you know what? It reminds me. I am watching a show with my wife, and I'm like, just watching it with her because it's something to watch with her. Because the only thing she'll only watch specific things.
Right.
We've been watching 13 Reasons Why.
Okay.
Did you finish it, Rick? I remember you were talking about last time.
Okay, so I did finish the first season, and then I went on to like the second season. I think more than half. I don't know. I think I might have finished that second season as well.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, can you tell the turn?
Yeah. Well, dude, it turns even more in season 3.
Okay. Now they ran out of material, man, and this is all stuff they're making on their own, and everything I feel like just has this really, really broad stroke of a political agenda that they just want to shove in your fucking face, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
here's my political agenda, and here it is in your face. And they're like, it's ugly. Take it. Let's talk about this. Stop.
Yes.
And it's just like, dude, you kind of like lose the story and the message.
Yeah,
Like, at what point is it, am I just standing at a rally and listen to some guy preach at me? And when did the art go away?
Yeah, I literally hate every character except Tyler, the kid who
Right?
takes pictures. That's the only character I like.
Even him. Fuck him.
Well,
You got it with the broomstick. Whatever, man. I don't care, dude. They're all unredeemable little shits, dude. And fuck them.
Well, because season 3, he's like the only character I like. By that time, I don't like anybody in that show. I don't like anybody. And season 3 is
they're
like
all unlikable.
Yeah,
They're all mean teenagers.
Yes, dude.
How do you get a good story out of that after, like, I mean, the end of the damn book was the first season.
Yeah,
and that's how you end it.
Yeah, that's like they could have just ended it there. That's fine, but they made so many views off of it. They're like, we gotta make more seasons. So
yeah, I'm glad I haven't watched any of those fucking shows.
Yeah, no, it's worst.
It can be upsetting sometimes, man.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of blur into like one whole thing to me sometimes, where I'm just like, I feel like I'm not gonna have a good time watching these, so I usually just end up skipping them.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't watch it, but it's the only thing I can watch with Sarah. So I'm like,
no, yeah, for sure. I totally understand that. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get her to watch. I'm gonna try to get her to watch Umbrella Academy season 1.
Dude,
Good luck.
I'm gonna try it. Before season 2.
Watching What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah, you're saying
Oh,
you're
you
talking
brought
about
that last time, yeah.
It's getting better, dude. That show's really hilarious. Frank, you should watch it. You really like it.
What's it on?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll look for it so I can add it.
It's just silly as shit, over the top, just dumb, silly. But I think you would really appreciate that humor.
I like dumb, silly.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I think you're gonna fall for this, man. It's great.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably check it out then. Is that all for what we've been watching then?
What we've been watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
So what you been playing, bro?
I'm dabbling still a little bit through Death Stranding. I was streaming Last of Us, but it's been a while. I'm gonna get back on it. But stop. I've been busy, Caleb. Don't shame me. I already shamed myself. But a good reminder to check me out on Twitch, as I'll be streaming, and maybe in the future with you guys, if we decide to play something online, we'll be streaming on Twitch. The only thing of note that I have been playing that is pretty new is this new Game Pass game called Bleeding Edge. So if you guys are familiar with Ninja Theory, they made a lot of cool games, including games like Heavenly Sword, Enslaved, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. If you just to name a couple of their amazing games. Anyway,
amazing PlayStation exclusive games.
Yes. Now, no, not PlayStation. Well, I mean, the Heavenly Sword was, yeah, but they are a Microsoft studio now, and what they did with Microsoft money was make a 4v4 third-person action arena game. Think like Overwatch, but like third person, and maybe like most of the style is like almost cyberpunk slash there's so many different characters, very strong like defining character arc. So think like Overwatch, but it's like third person, and it's 4v4, and it's really good. So part of why I don't like games say it's
a MOBA.
You know what? They could have easily put a MOBA mode in there, but they haven't yet. They only have like 3 modes, I think, or maybe 2, might be 3. One's kind of like, hey, hold these control points. The other one's like collect these canisters and take them to the drop off points. You can drop them if you get killed. God, what was the other mode? I forgot what the other mode was. But what I really, really appreciate about it is that so you're moving in third person, right? Normally when you play something like Smite, um, your guys are attacking each other and you guys are just attacking and the damage is popping up. But your
Right.
character, there's no like kinetic feeling. You're just like, oh, I know I'm getting damage because I see my health go down. Whereas this one, it's almost like a fighting game where like if this guy starts doing his combo on you, you're locked into that combo or whatever. So I kind of like that it has this very hard like, oh, I'm getting hit right now. I need to either evade or this guy needs to do a move. So they all have abilities, right? Every character has abilities. You have attack, support, defense, or tank, whatever the third class was. But I kind of enjoyed that different kind of take on it where you do feel it like, oh, I'm getting attacked right now. Like this is very deliberate. Like I need to get out of this, or I know I'm messing this dude up. I'm gonna use my skills to whatever stun him, do a nuke on him, and I'm gonna keep doing my combo. And I really enjoyed that stuff, man. It was really, really cool actually. For a Game Pass game that's available to play now, I actually was enjoying my time with it. I put in like about like an hour or so, and like Overwatch, you're unlocking like, in this case it's like coins, and you can use that to like unlock skins and stuff like that. You do get drops at the end of it for completing quests and stuff like that, which award you with like skins and emotes and stuff like that. So I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it or seen what the characters look like, but
it sounds really interesting, dude.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like, mechanics sound pretty cool. Like
yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah, there's the one I like playing was this guy called Nidhogg, who's basically like like black metal. He's got like white on his face with like the black eyes or whatever.
Makeup.
Yeah. He's basically got that, the cliche, black metal kind of makeup or whatever. But he's got like cool skills. Like he'll breathe fire, so he like spits fire. His ultimate, you can choose in the beginning. You can choose between two different ultimates. And so what I chose was this kind of big AoE, kind of like stun for everybody. So he's just like, because he's got like electricity moves, and so he's like jamming on his guitar, and I can disable everyone in an AoE, leaving my team to like attack the hell out of them or whatever, while we're overtaking them and stuff like that.
That sounds like a quick play.
Yeah, man, it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I've like I said, I've put in like an hour or two into it. I've completed some quests, so I've been enjoying the hell out of it. It's pretty good. Definitely recommend it.
What else you been playing?
That's kind of it. That's like my big new game, other than like just kind of dabbling in Death Stranding a little bit and my seven Deadly Sins game.
God damn it. Shit.
Caleb, what have you been playing, man?
I finally finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Whoa! I've restarted that like twice, man, and I keep falling off it, but I keep wanting to go back and finish it, especially because that new one's coming out. What did you think? How do you enjoy it?
I mean, it definitely, like, you put a lot of hours into it. That's what I enjoyed about it, is that it's not a quick game. Like, I mean, it took me at least, to do. No, I didn't do all the side quests. I only did a couple so I could level up.
Yeah.
It took me like 60 hours to beat that game. And that's not doing any of the side quests, or hardly any of the side quests.
It's just like main stuff.
That's all the main stuff. Like, there's main side quests too, which I did those.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like side quests, which is like not needed. There was even I discovered all the islands. That took some time just to say I discovered all the islands. But yeah, it's a long game, which I appreciate. But it was good. I felt a little grindy at time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, go here and kill 50 people. I'm like, okay, all right. So it's going to take a while. I got to kill all these guys stealthily, or else it's going to be really hard for me. Yeah. One of the mechanics I hated about the game is that you have bounties on you. So, like, if you kill people or you do things, like, they're going to be bounty hunters after you. Yeah. And what I hated about it, like, I was fine with it. Like, okay, cool, fine. But what I hate about it is that if I'm doing, like, a main mission, like, I have to go to
around the area.
Well, no, that's the thing. They're like, it's like they're attracted to go to you. So I'm going into this main castle to kill 30 guys, and then the bounty hunter will come in, and so he knows I'm there, and then I have to fight him with everyone else. Now everyone knows I'm there, and I have to kill everyone at the same time. And it happened so many times that towards the end of the game, I was like, well, let me just pay off the bounty because, like, it's pissing me off because, like, I can't just do the whole castle stealth. I have to fight people, and I didn't want to fight people. So that was the only thing that kind of ticked me off, was that the whole bounty system was a little unfair because it wasn't like you just ran into them. They're kind of attracted to you. So wherever you're at, they'll kind of find you eventually. It's like, oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
And then some of the dialogue choices was kind of weird because it was like, did I say the right thing? Like, because it would say like 2 words, 2 or 3 words. And okay, I'll choose that one. But then he'll say it aggressively. And I'm like, that's not how I meant that. I just wanted to say like kind of this idea.
The different.
Let me ask you, did you play as the Alexios or I forget the girl's name, Cassandra?
Yeah, Cassandra. I played as Alexios. Okay. Just because I wanted to play as Cassandra, but I was like, I'll do Alexios for now. And I didn't like him, by the way. I don't like his character.
A lot of people didn't. Everyone said the one to go with was with Cassandra. So I've been playing. When I would play with her. But everyone said that Alexios just seemed like a shitty dude. Like he's
exactly.
Like all his stuff. Like especially if you're telling me about the way the dialogue was playing out. That's why I avoided it, because people were saying he's just like a shitty person. Like what's weird is they developed these 2 different story arcs that are essentially supposed to kind of be similar, but they were different enough that a lot of people hated Alexios.
Wow. So I didn't even know that. I just chose him because it was the dude. So I was like, oh, I'll choose the guy.
Yeah.
I didn't really like him. So that's the only kind of complaints I had. Other than that, I mean, this Assassin's Creed game. Yeah. I kind of got what I expected out of it. I wasn't playing anything at the time back in May, so I was like, oh, I'll buy it. It was like $30 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I played Last of Us 2, and so that's what kind of took a little time off. Got back on it, and I finally finished it. That's about it.
That's cool, man. Interesting.
Yeah.
Rick, you play anything, man?
Yeah. I finished Half-Life Alyx.
Oh
yeah, that's right. You did mention that.
Yeah.
So just get me excited. I want to play.
That game
I want to play.
Is I feel like is the standard for VR right now. Like Half-Life Alyx, that is what you need to either you need to achieve that or more if you're gonna make fucking VR games, dude. If you want like AAA ones, right? Because Half-Life Alyx is so good, man. I mean, it just felt great. The way they, had you looking for things and interacting with everything, and just weird kind of things that you didn't really think about, and to see them in the game, to be completely immersed in it, man, is something else, dude. Wow. Like
that sounds cool, man.
Going up against head crabs is terrifying. Yeah, dude. Like in the dark, dude, with a small flashlight in VR. I had surround sound, and I mean, my kids came out and were like, "What? Why are you screaming?" And I am I'm jumping, and I'm screaming in the game, and the combat in there was amazing. It felt good. I found myself just taking actual cover behind my stuff that's around me, and firing. That felt real and fun. Damn, dude. Like, benchmarks up here, dude.
That sounds cool, man.
It's great, dude. Half-Life Alyx, game of the year.
Damn, some strong words from Rome over there.
Yeah, dude. It was really, really fun, man. And then I even like the ending gave me chills. I had goosebumps. I was even telling my son, I was like, feel my skin, and he's like, yeah, you have goosebumps. I'm like, yeah. And ending it was great. The story. See, this is where Half-Life. You think of Half-Life, you think of amazing story and amazing gameplay.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I mean, that they Half-Life or Valve. I mean, they don't make a game unless they feel like they're changing something in the space. So this definitely seems like just them doing that again.
They done did it. It was great. It was great.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna definitely be playing that for the channel here pretty soon. I would love to play through that for sure.
Other than that, been playing some more Magic the Gathering Arena. They released some good Goblin cards, and Goblin's pretty good in Historic right now. So I am whooping ass with my Goblin deck. It is
nice,
great.
I haven't had a chance to go back to that, but I've been wanting to.
Yeah, bit of Dota, bit of. Besides that, I think those were the really big one was Half-Life Alyx, man. Just finishing
for sure.
Great.
That's cool, man. I can't wait to play some of that. We're gonna play some of that on the channel here pretty soon, so stay tuned for more of that.
Yeah, apparently I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 14 online now.
I mean, I think that's what we're gonna be doing now. I mean, playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 14.
That's where all the parties at. That's where all the boys are at. So I think that's where I'm gonna jump on, bro. And
all right.
What we got?
I hear you can get all the expansions for $29.99 on.
Are you fucking kidding?
Apparently.
I'm the first.
Okay.
The coffers will be reloaded.
Nice. All right, boys. I think that about does it for this episode. Unless y'all have anything else to add for anything we've been doing. No.
Yeah. I mean, they want to talk about what they're looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, what is coming up? Tenet. Dude, for me, it's all I gotta catch up. I got so much stuff to catch up on, so I'm hoping everything gets delayed more, so it gives me more time to catch up. Please delay everything.
Time, right? During the whole stay in kind of thing. Yeah, man,
for sure. It's time to do it.
Caleb, you looking forward to anything?
Umbrella season 2 this Friday.
This Friday.
Yeah.
Look, come back here for a detailed episode by episode,
shot by shot,
breakdown.
Shot by shot. Yeah, man. All right, boys. Well, thanks for joining me, man. We'll be coming back with some more stuff here pretty soon, guys. So catch us on stream. You can start watching these live. Hopefully, this doesn't turn out too terrible. And we'll be back with some more content. Maybe some Half-Life Alyx. Maybe some Unavowed, apparently.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, well, it is good. It looks pretty good. We'll take a look at that, maybe. All right, Caleb, Rick, thanks for joining me. And thank you all also for checking us out, everything we do in this channel. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.